Welcome back to Rimworld, and I wanted to discuss a couple of comments I saw last episode before we dive into some things here, because there were some really cool ideas, I think. So, one of you left a comment, let me see if I can find it here. Jecrell, I think is the name. Build a giant castle town with a wall that splits straight down the map, right? So, building a castle, basically a giant wall all the way around the edge, and then like almost portcullis down the road, so that traders have to come through our castle. I think that's such a good idea. Visitors, anybody, has to come through the village if they want to, and then obviously build houses along it, put a big marketplace in the center. I think that's such a good idea. Turn this entire map into one big base. A little OP, because obviously we would be building walls up right to the edge of the map in order to guarantee that they came through the town. I think that could be so cool, though. I think that's genuinely a good idea, so I will definitely do something like that. The other thing is that don't worry about the mod pack or anything right now. What I've done is I've added them all to a Steam Workshop collection available. I'll link it below. If I don't, leave 1,000 comments and then I'll remember to. The issue is it's added it in alphabetical order, which is obviously not how you've got to do the load all, so I have to manually go and rearrange it all. This is 120 mods, and I don't know if you've ever tried to rearrange a Steam Workshop collection, but that's a massive pain in the ass. One of you is concerned like the game might break if I keep adding mods. Don't worry about it. It's actually really stable. Rimworld is very good at handling mods, assuming you're careful with what you add. Whereas Simple Sidearms mod, fairly self-contained, fairly nice little addition, doesn't really interact with anything else, so that's not gonna break the mod. But adding something, you know, some of those other things like pick up and haul, you know, multiple builders at once, don't mind me passing, things like that, which all interact with, you know, pawn movement, well, the things are affecting the ability to clean areas of the base there, so that's why things like that have been removed. Speaking of which, speaking of cleaning bases, before we go on with this episode, I need to install a cleaning area mod, because right now, cleaning in Rimworld is the dumbest shit. So they just basically clean the home area. At least to my knowledge, they clean the home area, which is massively stupid. Obviously, you know, they're going to clean all the farms and all just everywhere that doesn't really matter. So what I'm going to do is install a cleaning mod very quickly, so we stop wasting Noli's time. He spends most of his time now cleaning the dirt off of dirt. Well, unfortunately, it turns out the cleaning area mod is not compatible with prison labor, so basically we've got to pick one or the other, and I think I'd honestly prefer prison labor, because it's a mod I've not played really much around with before, and I think it adds a fair amount of flavor to this that we've not really seen in any of the series, so definitely go for that one. What I have instead done, as recommended in one of the comments that I saw on yesterday's video, is added Runtime GC. So Runtime GC was a mod that came out in sort of, I believe it was like beta 16 time, back when Rimworld was a little less optimized, so you had to be a bit more careful with sort of memory usage the game has. So this is kind of a cool little mod for those of you sort of running slower PCs, slower hardware, a little bit more dated hardware, that will help fix issues with Rimworld. It can increase frame rate significantly, it can increase processing time essentially, by removing errors, conflicts, that type of thing, removing unused things from the world, so, you know, old characters that you've only seen once can be unloaded from the game to free up a bit of memory, and that's ideally what it's there for. Now, I don't really need it because I've got a pretty decent PC, and honestly, Rimworld is fairly well optimized, but for a mod pack of this size, probably wouldn't hurt, so it's a pretty good shout, and I will include this on the Steam mod pack as well, because I think everybody should have it, so there's no reason not to. Again, I don't really need it, but why not? And one of the reasons that I've got that rather than cleaning areas, because that will periodically clean up the filth, sort of the crap on the floor of your houses, so you can see there's like a little bit of dirt. That will occasionally clean them all up automatically. Too much of that, funnily enough, does slow your game down, which is why it does that. Noli's apparently vomited all over the quarry. Congratulations. What's Jimbo up to these days? So Jimbo is out in the world, isn't he? Working on... Is he actually... Yeah, he is working for them. That's pretty cool. So Jimbo is actually at dninemfive, harvesting their bumper crop. When is he coming home? Do we know? Is he good to... Oh, is he good to come home? Bumper crop harvested. It would help if you fucking read. There we go. They give us 88 cactus fruit for the journey home. Thank you very much. And 6,000 growing experience. This dude, when he gets home, is going to be a good farmer, if nothing else. So let's send him back. Should be home in no time. What is it? 10.5 tiles a day. Yeah, he'll be home in no time at all. Give it a couple of days. An elf ranger. So this is ideally where we want our big castle gates, like two on either side of the map. Visitors have arrived at Bonnet Bigly. Now, I think this is something we should really work on this episode, getting a nice little sort of guest area hotel set up, because it will help out a little bit in terms of building up rapport with other factions. So we have some high elves here come to visit. Not only that, but they will also leave you gifts if they enjoyed their stay for long enough. So how much wood have we got kicking around? 7 woods. Okay, although we've got plenty of bamboo, so we could build a little hotel or some sort of equivalent, a little holding out of bamboo near the actual main base. So let's put it like, put it south of the, what about south of the farm, like on this little area here? I don't want it, like, too large, but just big enough to fit a few beds. That'll do. I feel like that's a more than adequate size for that. Let's put a little bamboo door at the front as well, and then I'll put some, oh man, hang on. 10 by 10? Wait, seriously? That's even? I mean, it doesn't look right. It looks like the door's too far to the right. I'm just eyeballing it, but there we go. All right, and then if we build the furniture, like I said, out of bamboo, that will give us a little bit of a beauty bonus as well, so that definitely couldn't hurt. So let's get a couple of beds in here. The way I'm going to do this is a little different to the way I normally do it. We'll do it like that for now. The only reason I'm doing it this method is so that we can fit the dressers in between the beds. So if we put one there and one, that might actually be able to affect every bed in the room. I'm going to test it first before we build another, before we commit to building a one of the other dresser. So let's grab that one as well. Before I build it on the other side is what I meant. Where is the other dresser? There it is. All right, build you out of bamboo. There we go. We'll put that one there as well. Now, in theory, if this can affect all the beds, all of these beds are going to be affected by the same amount of comfort with that. Now, if that's the case, we want to build it there. Why do we want to build it there? So we can put end tables by the side of either bed as well. So we've got bamboo end table. I think we need to connect these to every bed, don't we? Yeah, it must be placed directly to the head of the bed. So put one there. You there, you there, you there. So this bed here is actually not getting a bonus from an end table. It's only getting one end table bonus, same with these. Honestly, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's more than adequate. Let's not go crazy with this here. Put a door there, and then we can put another door at the bottom there as well. That's quite a nice little room, I think. I'd be fairly happy to sleep in somewhere like that with its purely bamboo beds. I did not even notice, but we recruited Rat. Welcome. Rat has joined. Holy shit, I really wasn't expecting that at all. So this dude is pretty good at construction. I actually didn't notice that last time, but he does have a passion in construction, so we'll give him the sort of generic jobs here. There we go. Honestly, wait, did he have a... Am I looking at the wrong dude? Did I click Bonnet Bigly by accident? Oh, plants crafting, right? That's what he was good at. So actually, crafting is pretty high priority anyway. So we'll go to this boy, and you can learn to craft all you like. If you can't craft, try do these, and if you can't do that, I'm more than happy to... Oh, we should probably have him growing as well. We've got quite a large farm, right? His skill is low, but he does have a passion for it. So give him level 2 in those. Give him level 2 in Deconstruct and Construct. That seems kind of a waste, though. Yeah, you know, that's fine. That's absolutely fine by me. Get rid of these ones, and then put a little bit of extra point, or reduce the point in cleaning, I should say. Welcome to the colony, Rat. You are going to need a bedroom as well, unfortunately. Right, let's get another clone of these in. So I'm going to build a blueprint of our sort of generic bedrooms here. Doormats everywhere would also help out a lot with, obviously, the filth, the cleaning aspect of things. Man, this is going to be ugly as hell, but I'm going to rebuild all of this eventually when we get to that stage of the game. An eclipse. Oh, yeah. Not that that really affects us too much. I guess they could just get the in darkness debuff. Or not, even though it is definitely in darkness. Does that only affect you if you're indoors? I guess that would make sense. So, Bonnet Bigly, what are you going to be researching next, my friend? I love the idea of the portals in each base, teleporting people between several different colonies. I think that's such a cool idea. Cultivations, we get different crops, obviously tree sowing. Anything like that wouldn't be too much of a bad idea. Dwarven lighting. Now, that's definitely something we could do with. What does that give us access to? Dwarven chandelier, candelabra, brazier box, and dresser. Interesting choice of lighting there. A dresser, sure. We could build some elven weaponry. We've also got apparently elven lighting there. What is that one? Elven candelabra. I assume they all do the same thing, right? Living fences. Create fences as beautiful as the elves themselves. A decorative fence. That might not be a bad plan for the big farm just surrounding that. Dwarven fortress, I assume, gives us big old heavy gates. Yeah, reinforced doors and walls. That's cool. Agriculture also might not hurt. Different types of armor. I'm not really sure what to prioritize at this point. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. Because I'm, again, playing... Oh, man. We've got to go enchanting, surely. We've got to go into the magic... No. Wait. That's later on. Let's be more sensible about this. Grand Gate sounds incredible. Dwarven Kingdom. What is that? Dwarven Throne. Dwarf King's Crown. Hang on. Can we build the God King's Throne? Because that's really what I was after here. Elven Royal Bed. Elven Royal... Wait. Yeah, that's just Elven Royal Bed. Wait, which one allows us to build the God King's Chair? Because that's really what I was after here. Waybread of the Elves. Okay, that's good. I'm going to do that one. Simply because... Wait, fourth of a... Oh, right, because Hobbits eat more. Yeah, I'm going to go for Waybread of the Elves simply because we've got a shit ton of Lembas growing, right? So it would make sense if we turn it into a very high nutritional crop. That would make a lot more sense than going for something like Magic, which I think is a bit more endgame compared to what we used to do right now. I love the vomit in the quarry. That's a really nice touch. Well done. How long until these guest beds are built, Patches? You're taking ages on this. Our elven guests are going to be freaking out. They're going to be annoyed by us. We could install the bedroll, and they could just sleep on the floor of our sort of forge. Yeah, why the hell not? You know, we'll put them in the kitchen for now. That seems like the nicest thing to do for them. Noli, you can do that. Even I trust you with that one. There we go. For guests, there we go. They are happy now. They are glad of that nice bedroll. I mean, I imagine it's comfortable. It is Devil Strand after all. Somewhat impressive. Whisper is being hunted by a timber wolf. Noli, save my son. Boom. Timberwolf revenge. Yeah, that's what I thought. At least it's not attacking Noli anymore. It's going for... Oh, sorry, it is attacking Noli. It's going for... No! Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna murder you. Get out of here. Get away from my dog. Right, put the dog down. And then get out there and fuck that wolf up. There we go. Potts is in. Oh, he's down. Potts is immediately treating Whisper. That was good. Well done, team. I was a little bit worried there we're going to lose poor Whisper. The only hauler we've got in the entire base. That's so typical. The second that the base is almost finished, I had to actually downsize it a lot as well because it was way too big the first time. Second we finished that, they decided to leave. Thank you, Elves, for turning up our base. They apparently left us some cloth and some chinchilla fur, which is great because now we can build some doormats. Hey, everybody's a winner. Except for us because we just waste a bunch of resources building a guest house that they're not using. Alright, so chinchilla fur. How much did they give us? They give us how much? Oh, that was regular cloth, right. Why, pray tell, can we build a doormat out of fur but not cloth? You know, the thing you would normally build a doormat out of. Who the fuck cares? So, so we can build 3 doormats. Great, okay. Put 1 there. If we can keep filth out of this area, that would be very ideal. There we go. Actually almost tempted to reinstall the one from Bonnet Bigly's... No, it's Bonnet Bigly. How could I do that to him? What a stupid thing to say. Reinstall it from this one onto this one here, just because dirt getting into this room is a terrible idea, because that's where most of the food is prepared. It's also the areas they spend a lot of time in, so the filthier it is, obviously, the more it will affect their mood. Whereas putting these in these areas will hopefully protect it from that. How are we doing then? So this is finished. We're now hoeing what's left of the farm. We've got Thrombos kicking around. Hello. Why can't we tame you? What did we need again? Whoops, don't do that. 9 in animals. Damn it, that's a real shame. Maybe we should just go and tame some other random crappy animals just to help build that up a little bit. The dog's gotten the plague. Of course, the dog has gotten the plague. Mega sloths would be cool, but I think they eat so much food that it's probably not worth it. If we just let them roam free, what's the chance? Oh, still we need 8 in that one because it's a large animal. Rhinos? We can tame rhinos? That's a hell of a battle mount. They turn up and Bonnet Bigly charges in on his rhino. Well, obviously Bonnet wouldn't charge in because he is the king, and kings do not lead the vanguard. At least not sensible ones. Pots and Patches would ride in on the rhinos. That's absolutely on the list of things to do. Jimbo, you're almost home, my friend. How much... I'm interested to see whether or not he has gained any sort of skill, any sort of measurable skill in growing. If that's the case, he can be our new grower as far as I'm concerned, and we can go and have our other characters do their dedicated job. So Pops can obviously cook. The dog can... cook? Oh, you're also good at planting that. Damn, that's a bit of a shame. Oh, he's also good at crafting. Could start having him craft. We've got a lot of crafting to be done, but obviously everybody's too busy doing other shit as well. We're stretched very, very thin right now. Look, we're not even getting the crops hauled into the base. Not ideal as well. Let's get this hay hauled inside, guys, so we can start building some of those adobe brick. Adobe brick might be a much better structural tool than using wood right now. Probably not a bad shout. What else? Well, storage pots for making the ice. Oh, man, that's a much, much better idea. The fridge is still 17 degrees. We're just waiting for all these meals to rot, basically. He's home. Jimbo. And your plant skill is 3.7. Wow. That was worth it. Although this dude being head of construction is obviously not a bad plan at all. So let's find... Where is it? Jimbo. Congratulations. You're now head builder. You're being retired a little bit because of this dude getting building, as much building experience as he can, will... obviously build him up a lot quicker, and we'll make something out of him by the time we need the more important stuff being built. So I think that's not a bad plan to start him off early on in the game. Although he has immediately pissed off to start mining. Are you serious? Don't do that. No, stop. Go and build things. Thank you, Jimbo. And the final weapon. Look at this. Oh, I suppose we're going to have to make some more weapons now, eh? So Rat has nothing. Noli has the halberd. The dog has nothing. Jimbo has a bow. Jimbo only has a bow? That doesn't seem right. Jason Patch is born, obviously, with his elephant sphere, Potts with his Kriegmesser, and Bonnet Bigly with his axe. Come and grab yourself a sidearm. Equip shortbow as the sidearm. Or do we want that the other way around? Oh, is it really that simple? Well, that's great. Sweet, okay, lock auto switch on draw. What does that mean? Oh, so if he pulls it out, then he'll stick with it. I see. This is cool, though. This is a really nice little system to flip between 2 different weapons there, so we're not completely fucked by having a load of melee warriors get too close, and then this dude only having a bow, or obviously vice versa as well. Oh god, a botched taming event. We now have a rhino hunting us down. The dog, you need to run. The dog, you need to run. That rhino is going to gore the shit out of you. Send in everyone. Noli, you're needed. You and your Death Knight powers are needed. So apparently, from what a comment I saw the other day, they're less likely to disengage from melee combat as a result of some of the mods that we've got installed. So melee combat is more likely to go on longer than it would in the base game. Understandable, seeing as it is sort of a medieval mod pack, but also not ideal when you're trying to tame a friggin' rhino that goes berserk. Okay, maybe he was not skilled enough. That's partially my own fault, I will admit. Welcome, team. Do we have any bowmen? Bonnet Bigly. Open fire. A great shot there from Bonnet Bigly. Okay, Noli with the Grave Blade. Nice. I feel like that did... Patches is instantly downed. Are you serious? How the fuck is he instantly downed? Spirit? Oh shit, it does AoE damage against everybody. Oh, well, that's fucking terrible. That's nowhere near as good as I thought. I didn't realize it would hurt our friends. Run away, Rhino. Also did nothing. Okay, Jimbo, please, Jimbo, we need your help. Jimbo, you don't need to get so close. You got a bow, my friend. Bonnet Bigly, and you're fucking... There we go, he's switching to his axe. Hack this boy to death, please. This is so bad. Potts, why are you not doing anything? Get up there, my friend. Alright. Nice. Rhino's down. Unsquad. Jimbo, rescue Patches. I feel like I'm getting deja vu all of a sudden. Potts, steal his meal. Noli. I don't think this spear matters too much because we've got where's my weapon. The second he gets up here, we'll go and find that spear. Bonnet, you get the honor of slaying the first ever rhino. Man, kind of wasn't expecting that to go that way. At least we know now with the... Most of that was caused by the AoE effect. So I'm glad I learned in something like a rhino attack rather than a big raid. So in theory, these pots are what we need to make ice, right? From what I recall. So there is our storage pot. So let's go back to, was it medieval? Yeah, ice creation station. We need one storage pot, 50 hay. Problem solved. Do you want to put that somewhere near the, I assume near the freezer would be a good idea. Don't bother making any more pots for now. Let's just try and work out how this works. Then we'll sort of come up with the amount that we'll need to have being produced here. Right. Fuel 0. What the hell do we fuel it with? Careful as ice tends to melt above 32 degrees Fahrenheit. What's that in real temperature? I assume 0. I'm going to assume that 32 degrees Fahrenheit on an American scale is 0 on a sensible scale. Okay. How do we make ice block? What the hell do we fuel it with? With hay. And then what do we do with it? Do we just use it? Farming ice? Oh, is it really that simple? You just make ice at the pot? Doesn't seem entirely right, but you know what? Can't argue with that one. Store the ice blocks in the freezer then. So what does that count as? Maybe manufactured, I would assume. Ice block. Definitely not there. Items. Is that how you spell artillery? I thought it was with an E. Ice block? Nothing. What the fuck does ice count as? Raw resources. Got to be... There we go. Ice blocks. Right, put those in the freezer immediately. Do not ever leave them on the floor ever again. Should be taking it to the best stockpile. I don't know how much ice we need. I don't know what we're doing with the ice. What do we do with it? We make an ice box? We make a campfire. No, that's not right. Help me. I've got ice in its fancy ice box. Oh, yeah, we just actually do make an ice box. I was kind of joking about that, but that's fine. We could spend 10 gold on a fancy ice box. Is that better? Uses gold rather than steel. Ice block consumption 15. They use the same amount, so really I don't give that much of a shit. But we do have this one, and we don't have steel available. And I assume this just is a passive cooler. Oh, this one has the ice collection tray as well, so it doesn't just fall on the floor, right? So, Rat, if you want to go ahead and build that one for us, that would be pretty fantastic. Thank you very much. And this will freeze the freezer? I have no idea how this works. Or is it just storage for food? I guess we'll find out. Oh, you fucking fool. What was your construction? Oh, 4. Okay, kind of my own fault there then. Patches is unconscious. Has anyone got anything slightly better? Bonnet Bigly. Rick Potts. Rick Potts is going to make us a pot. Thank you. Okay, so it does basically work as I thought there. So it's 4 degrees C. Okay, sure. So if we've got a couple of them, maybe they can get below freezing. If you have enough of these, you can bring a room's temperature just above freezing. Oh, okay. That's a little bit annoying. Wait, hang on. That mod uses Fahrenheit and the game uses cent. I've never noticed that. Right, okay. So that's also kind of pointless. We can only just refrigerate it at best. Spoils in 2.9 years, though. I guess we've got no worry about the food here. Rots in 6.9 days. Okay. Man, is there really no way to get it below that? It would kind of make sense that you wouldn't be able to make a freezer in medieval times to some extent. That's fine. Honestly, I can live with that. It's better than it was. We can basically make infinite ice because of the ice creation station. As long as we've got enough hay. Hay we can constantly grow. It's a long way round, but it is a fairly alright freezer system. A caravan from the domain of the Elves. Hello, the woodland realm. Who have we got? Anyone we recognise? No. Again, I'm not sure what the limitations are. Maybe Elrang and all the characters we make can only go to a human faction. Because, I mean, technically they're human, even though Elrang was an elf. Bonnet, go and see what they've got for us. We do have some precious resources. Maybe they're interested. They don't want anything besides our gold. I mean, that's kind of fair. I wouldn't mind selling them gold, but they really have nothing good. Jeez, it's just terrible. Unrefined Magicite, I mean, we can get that, so it's not a big deal. Mana Potion, not a big deal at all. Yeah, that was kind of a waste of time. Alright, team. Have we even mined any yet? No, I think I've set the amounts okay, because we've only mined a very small amount of gold and no Magicite at all, so I'm kind of happy with the amount we're getting from the quarry there. Noli Dwarf Soldier is going stronger and is ready to develop a combat skill. Okay, cool. Right, let's see what this is then. Might. So he's level 3 now. So we can put, I assume, these points into... Is it either? So we can put 3 points into either this one or these ones as well. Darkest Night gives him... So these are just bonuses to the particular skill. I do like this one. Because it's just basically AoE DPS, but we do have to be very, very careful with it here. Heal the caster by half the damage dealt. Oh, that's cool. Ferryman reduces the stamina cost by 8% per skill level. Well, I mean, he's always at full stamina by the looks of it. Increases the damage of each one by 12%. Oh shit, that could be very, very good. Yeah, that could be very good. So what's this one? Lifesteal. Leech Spirit struck from... Okay, so it's just, I guess, a temporary buff that gives him lifesteal, funnily enough. Proximity heal heals nearby ally. Oh, shit, that could be incredibly good. Might have to go for that one. I think I am going to go for that one. What about these as well, though? Fitness gives him... What does this do? Increase stamina rate, so strength increases damage of combat abilities by 5% as well. Okay, fair enough. Coordination decreases stamina cost and endurance reduces... Oh, increases maximum stamina. This is cool. Stamina gain is 0% per every 5 seconds. I'm not sure that's entirely true. Maybe if we had higher endurance, that would be different. Increases maximum stamina. I don't know what increases stamina gain. Oh, fitness, right. So maybe 1 in fitness wouldn't hurt. Okay, that's changed absolutely nothing. Good. Don't know what I expected there. I'm kind of a fan of this double tap, you know, with the proximity heal. How do we unlock the... Yeah, but how do we put the skill on the bar, though? Unselect him, reselect him? No. How do I add this onto here? Can we not do that, though? I have absolutely no idea how this works. Sure, that's fine. Double tap does what exactly? The steel stamina generates proportional damage dealt. Okay, sure. Generates hate proportional to damage dealt. Melee attacks steel. Life proportional to damage dealt. Each skill level. So I guess we've got to go for that one. No. Oh, is it just a permanent passive? Wait, is it genuinely just a passive? That would be pretty broken. Okay, fair enough. I can only assume that's the case. That's very cool then in that case. If that's just a permanent... I thought that you would have to, you know, manually trigger it and it would last a certain amount of time. But if that's just a passive effect, by all means, this could be very, very powerful. Someone feel free to correct me on that one and tell me if I'm right. I can only assume that's the case, seeing as there's no way to obviously customize what skills he has available to him. That's cool. I'm really enjoying these classes. It would be good to give them to, obviously, everybody. But from what we saw, they're quite expensive. I don't think they have a generic sort of class. What about Rat? Did he have anything? Arcane High, Mana Potion Addiction. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we can really do about that one. Bio, yeah, nothing from what I can tell, so I guess it is just the case of teaching them a specific class when we can afford it with a sort of trader good. Maybe there is some other way to do it, not entirely sure. Maybe if we make friends with the wizards, they'll teach us how to be a wizard. We actually have just a disgusting amount of iron from where they've been mining it, so obviously the quarry's bought in a fair amount. We've got, like, the seams are bringing in. It seems like, compared to steel, like, you would mine a steel deposit, you might get, like, I don't know, 15, 20. Seems like these are much, much higher, or at least it seems like you're more likely to get more out of it, but maybe, again, that's due to the fact that the dwarf brings in more, has a much higher yield as a result. Weird. Okay, so we should probably just get rid of mine entirely. Normally it's good for the base game. Normally, obviously in the base game I would keep that enabled. Just because of the amount of resources. Oh, I'm saying the base game, but I mean with the quarry mod normally, because the quarry only provides generic resources like steel, gold, silver, that type of stuff. You can't get like plasteel components from it. In this regard, it's not the same case because there's nothing on the map that we can't get from the quarry, if that makes sense. There's no point in having the mining skill ticked there just to try and keep the jobs tab tidy. How long's this Warhammer taking, dude? I feel like you've been at this for days now, my friend. let's see if we can click it here. Oh my god, it's going to take forever. Workbenches. Do they affect... Can we even build workbenches? Oh, we can. Do they affect... Oh, they do. This is the best news I've ever heard. We definitely want to put one of these down then. I'll just kind of put it here for now just to, you know, so we can still navigate around the place. Patches quickly becoming one of the best colonists we've got. He's already up to 14.27 construction. Now, I don't want to pick up wood. What I actually want to do is work on this tool. Wait, it uses iron as well. I'm glad they've thought of that one. And you can only have one workbench attached unless they've changed it, which they might have. One workbench can use up to 2 tool cabinets. Oh, shit. Wait, is that always been the case? And I'm just a fool and who's completely ignored that all this entire time. Weird. Okay, well, let's get 2 of those then. That's going to help out by another 12% work speed. Hey, it might not seem like much, but it will definitely add up over time, especially as it affects so many benches too. This could be our first big conflict. This is an actual elf, an elf smith named Thromber. How do I know he's an elf? Well, the fact that he's 96 and he's running for a start. 5 dwarf thieves. Are we confident we can do this? No, thank you for asking. The Warhammer is not built. Our colonists are very unprepared. If I dish the weapons around, so take the sidearms off of certain people to give it to other people who are unarmed, we might just be able to do this. What else can we do here? Hopefully the elf comes in with some sort of skills. The Death Knight as well might actually start shining now that we've given him some good passive abilities there. Especially everybody's going to be stuck in a big melee. Dwarf is going to hopefully do some heals here and there. But I'm going to do it. Of course I'm going to do it. Let's take a look at you then. Thromber has the ability Blink, which is a teleport. Oh, he's a magician. Oh, he's a magician. Magic missile. He actually is just a magician. Oh, he's a dwarf. An elf smith who is a dwarf. Excellent. What type of magician are you, my good friend? Arcane Mage. A very basic, normal, standard mage. Oh my god, look at his abilities. Shooting, 10. Melee, 11. Crafting, 14. I'm so happy. This was a great idea. Unfortunately, you don't really have any useful magic abilities, so you're going to have to get back to here very quickly. Gateway. Folds reality to open a gateway to another player-controlled location and instantly moves all pawns and items. Whoa. So this mod sort of encourages having multiple colonies. This is exactly what we've been looking for. 10 out of 10. Right. Thromber, get to base. We need to dish out some resources. So, Lord Bonnet Bigly, can we throw it down the floor? There we go. You need to stand in the back and fire away, fire away. Jimbo is good. The dog does not have a weapon. Do we want to give... Okay, no, Bonnet gets this one. Obviously, Bonnet gets that one. The dog gets the short bow. Rat gets whatever we... Have we got anything else spare, or is that it? Was Bonnet the only one with the sidearm? He absolutely was. Right, okay, so we're running low on weapons. Now, what we can do is equip wood. Thromber, come grab yourself some wood. Noli has, obviously, the halberd, which is incredible. It would make more sense to give Noli the, obviously the very powerful weapon that he actually came to the base with, because he is obviously a superior fighter. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So, who has a weapon? I love that we've got wood as a weapon. Right, move in. Rat, you have a weapon. Move in. Noli is equipped as well, so you're ready to go. The dog has a bow, so you are going to be at the back of the lineup. Same with Jimbo. Patches at the front. Pots at the front, and Bonnet at the front as well. Again, King in the Vanguard doesn't seem entirely right, and let's see what we've got here. Shit, 5 of them, all got axes. Balin, Molin, Mos, Rory, and Throfer. They've all got Iron Dwarf axes, so if we kill them, we're going to get a lot of good gear here, team. Might also get some recruits. This guy's great at cooking. This guy's great at crafting and cooking. This guy is incredibly good at cooking. This guy is also good at cooking. Something about dwarfs, they just fucking love cooking. All of these people love cooking. We might get ourselves a better cook than what we've got right now. Okay, squad up, team. Here's the plan. Where are they coming from exactly? Coming from there. Stand behind these rocks. Get the archers behind these rocks. They are using melee, so we'll get the melee troops up front. And we've got a little bit of cover there as well. Oh, there they are. Okay, oh, well, I don't know why they're going that direction, but that's fine. Jimbo, get here. The dog, get here. They're our only archers, aren't they? It's just those 2 boys. Open fire. Nice. Did he just fire a magic... Was that a magic ball I saw there? Did you just fire a magic-y ball? Okay, right. Wait for them to get... Bunch up a little bit more. Oh, shit. One just died. That was incredible. This mage might be the best boy. Right, fire it there. I think we got a good hit. Not easy to tell. Right, go here. Flank him. Patches, get behind him. Good work, team. Thromber, you actually need to get into combat. Oh, God, the dog. Save the dog. Save the dog. Bonnet is down. Bonnet Bigly is down. The dwarves are fleeing. Bonnet Bigly, are you okay? He's absolutely fucked. He is unbelievably, massively fucked. Okay, Dwarfs are all dead, though. We've got one boy down. Great at cooking. He was the good cook, so that's actually kind of incredible. Bonnet needs immediate healing. Oh, God. My king. You were too brave. You were too brave, Bonnet Bigly. Right, medical. Okay, who's our doctor? It's your boy, Potts, who's also completely fucked. Oh, my God. So, Bonnet Bigly, I need to be very careful about how I do this. Doctor care, but no medicine. Make sure we're on the lowest speed. Rescue Bonnet. Get him into that bed. Right. Undraft. Tend to him. Everybody else, get yourself home. How's the dog doing? Death in 21 hours. Potts comes first. How about Rat? Death in 22 hours. Potts comes first after this. Oh, death in 3 hours. No, you'll be fine. You will be fine. I believe in you. Noli, he's cleaning the place up. Making sure there's lower infection risk. He's cleaning the place up. He's a good boy. He's helping out where he can. Death in 7 hours. This boy just exploded. Did you see that? He literally just exploded. This is for prisoners now. You are my prisoner. Noli, do us all a favour. Go and capture this dwarf cook. I would like him as a friend. Oh, is he casting magic on himself then? Or at least trying to? Weird. Oh, we got a legendary axe again. What does this one do? Market value, hit points, minimum comfortable temperature. That's goddamn terrible. This one gives comfortable temperature. Terrible again. We only... Melee cooldown. That one's good. Slightly faster swinging. Is Bonnet Bigly going to be okay? I'm not a big fan of this field medicine. Death in 20 hours. He's going to be absolutely fine. Worst case scenario now, we get an infection on him. So, alright, he's going to tend to his bruises. No, he's fine. You need to tend to you now, Potts. Death in 3 hours. Get yourself patched up, my friend. We need a warden. Deal with that in a minute. Right, get rid of this. Patches, rescue, Bonnet. And then I think we're fine. Potts is going to patch himself up, and then if he needs repatching, what I should really do, I'm not sure whether it's better. Stop that. Get him to go and use some medicine instead. So come over to... Oh, we don't have any medicine. Shit. Oh, the heal root isn't grown. Okay, fine. Fair enough. We'll use that medicine up very, very quickly. Okay, keep tending to Potts then. My mistake. Explains why... I was just thinking it's kind of weird that he's not tending to himself there in a hurry. Like, with medicine. There we go. Alright, problem solved. We've got a lot of dead dwarfs, but we also got a lot of good shit. A lot of weapons. Some silver there, some pemmican, which I assume has probably been dropped by our guys, to be honest with you. Have they got any stuff worth stripping them for? Honestly, probably not. We could. It's a little bit macabre, but I'm going to do it anyway, just so we've got something to show for this. Poor Potts, man. It really is not in a good way there. Let's get these last two people tidied up, and then you need to get straight into bed and make sure you are healed, my friend. Magician, though. Thrombo the Magician. It was worth it. It was genuinely worth it. Even though it almost cost Bonnet Bigly his life, this colony is going to thrive now. We've got this ridiculous mage firing bolts out of us. I didn't realize he could do that. I didn't realize that was just a magical ability he had, hence why I gave him some wood. That's cool, that he can just, you know, has this inbuilt ranged attack. My god, not now. Just as we got everyone home and safe. How many are there? Oh, it's 2 people. Oh, you are doomed. We're going to send Thrombo in there, kapow, with his magic missile. Everybody's doomed. Thank you all for watching. We're going to leave that one here for today. Hope you guys are enjoying the series as much as I am, because I'm having a lot of fun with this medieval Rimworld. We've got so many ideas, but it's obviously going to take so long to get there. This early game is sort of the make or break for it, eh? Let's give a shout out to all of the insane top tier level patrons for making this series possible in the first place. Big Dick Timmy, Tom Terrier 18, Zachary Harris, Harik, Lucas Alting, Sean Thornton, Lolrus, Haydog, Sidini, Necrophilant, Asuna Kirito, Facundo Vasquez, I'm the Lizard King, Jocelyn Dean Tesla, Michael Mullen, Tyler Birch, Powers Presley, Logan Thorne, Conspired C, Orcswolf, Average Gamer 419, Escape, and Jackson Woodman for the support the insane tier levels on Patreon. Thank you. Thank you for keeping the series alive. Thank you for making Bonnet Bigly's dreams bigly true. And Nathaniel Lindbergh, Euphrates, Jimmy, Quasar Fox, Jack Allen, Gabriel Van Ders, Llewellyn Thomas, Nathan Flores, Euron DeVries, Connie217, Seth McDougall, Joseph Beard, Jordan Campbell, Harry McGowan, Will Wade, Chris, Sir Thor the Swede, The Sage, Acero, Nick, Fraser Brennan, Kevin Saunders, Betimus Max, The Insane Pickle, Adam Person, Igor Kozak, Haji Dumar, Noah Gallimore, Panther Pearl, and Alpha Scuff. Thank you all to you guys as well for your support over at Patreon. Much appreciated. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. Like I said, I'm having a lot of fun with this, especially now that I've sort of worked out some of the steel-based mechanics that we had going on there. What a pain that was.